Hello, this is Amber with Paris SEO, and we're talking about your WordPress website. And right now we're going to talk about the settings for your website, and this is basically just going to configure things the way you want it to be set up, like your comments and how things are posted. So let's just go over here to settings and we'll click General first. Alright, so you'll recognize this from the themes. You have the site title and the tag. You can change that here as well if you need to. The WordPress address, site address, if you need to change that. You also have your email address. It's very important to have an updated email address or one that you check quite often because you'll be getting notifications about people wanting to sign up to your website or comments that need to be approved. So make sure that this is an email address that you're going to check often. Membership, and this just kind of governs how people sign up to your website. Can anyone register? You can click it and they can register themselves, or if you'd rather go ahead and register the users in the, under the user tag, you can do that as well. Now, what is going to be the user default role? And you can pick any one of these. I would generally go with subscriber, and then if you want to change that later, you can go to users and change that because you don't want to give anybody too much power on your website. Now you have your time zone, your date format, time format, your week starts on. You can pick whichever one. Usually people pick Monday or Sunday. It just really depends. And of course, whenever you leave the page, you want to make sure that you save your changes. So now we'll go to writing. Okay, and we have formatting. If you want, like when people type in the little emoticons like this, if you want it to switch to a graphic, you just click this. If not, uncheck it. Default post category. Uncategorized or any one of the other categories that you had set up already. We'll just leave it here. Default post format, and you will have seen this in the posts section here, what kind of post format you want it to have, and you can just play with these and see how they look, which one you would prefer. I'm just going to go with standard. Now, post via email. Now you can have a secret email account with a POP3 access. And you just put that mail server right here. Now, like it says here, any mail received at this address will be posted. So it's a good idea to keep this address very secret. So you want to make sure that you have this email address locked down so that you don't have random things posting that you didn't want to show up on your website. And you'll just put your email address right here in the password. And what category is it going to post to from the email? Same as the one up top. You just pick whichever category you wanted. Okay? Of course, save your changes. Now we'll go to reading. Okay? You'll also recognize this from the themes. What is your front page going to be? Is it going to be the latest post, your blog, or is it going to be a static page? And then if so, what is the front page going to be, and where are your where's your blog going to be? Okay, blog pages at most, and you can just click however many you want to show up. Syndication feeds show the most recent. Same thing here. For your articles, do you want it to show the entire article or just a summary? Now, if you write a lot, you'll probably want to go with just the summary so that, you know, the page isn't super long. And search engine visibility. Now, this website is not really published. It's just for instructional purposes only. So it's checked, discourage search engines from indexing this site. Of course, you're going to want your site indexed, so you just uncheck that. Now we'll go to discussion. This is going to be comments and things on your website. So do you want to attempt to notify any blogs linked from the article? Allow link notifications from other blogs. So you can pretty much configure this how you want. Your comments section. Do you want the commenters to be able to post anonymously, or do they need to fill out their name and email address, or do they need to be registered to your website? Okay. This here, if you want to close comments after a certain time period, you can click here, and whatever the amount of days you want, that's fine. If you just want it to be able to post whenever, unclick it. Enable thread nested comments, and you can choose however many you want. Break comments into pages with 50 top level comments per page and the last page displayed by default, or you can have the first page. Comments should be displayed with the older comments at the top of each page, or if you prefer, the newer comments at the top of each page. If you want notifications when people post a comment, click here. If you don't need that, there you go. If you want comments to be moderated, just check here, and then you'll get an email and you'll be able to check the comment before it actually posts. Do you need an administrator to always approve the comment, or maybe a commenter who has made a comment before, they don't need to be approved again? This one is for spam pretty much. Hold a comment in the queue if it contains 2 or more links, and you can set this however high you want. You know, some people, they're out with their spam campaigns and they try to, put spam in your blog. So this will just actually hold that, and then you'll be able to catch it, delete it. Comment blacklist. If there's some things you don't want talked about on your website, you can just enter those words in here, and then if there's any comments with those in there, it's not going to show up. Avatars. You can click to show avatars, or if you don't want them there, that's fine. If you do, this will give you the rating of the avatars. What's your audience? Kids, teenagers, or is it a more adult site? And then for people that do not have avatars, you can pick any of these here to be the default. Make sure you save your changes. We're going to go back up here to media. Now this is going to govern the size of the images and things uploaded to your website. Thumbnail size, like, avatars and things, usually 150 by 150. And you can just set the maximum width if you want to go higher. Well, that's lower. But if you want to go higher, it's really up to you. Okay, and make sure you save your changes. And now we're at permalinks. And this is just going to be how your links show up. This is the default, and you can see it has the question mark and the number. That's not really a pretty link. So you can pick one of these and have it show up like this with the date, the month and date, or just the post name. Or you can have it custom. Now, when you do this, you do need to make sure that your htaccess file is writable. And you can just go to this website here, codex.wordpress.org/using permalinks. Okay, and this is going to give you all the information that you need to know about the permalinks, and even show you how to set up your htaccess file to be writable. All right, using pretty permalinks. And this here is going to show you where it is and how you can create and edit your htaccess file. So that's basically your settings. Make sure that when you make changes, you always save. Always take a look back at your website and see how it looks. Make sure it's what you want. Okay? So we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.